Alright, wait for it. Come on, turn around, you bellends. Keeping track of 4 enemies without a minimap is quite difficult. There we go. Yeah, your sprint is limited.
CT probe shows the bullet caused severe hematoma. We need to repair that artery.
My God, how thick was the glass?
Come on, Adam. Stay with us. Yeah, he's no good to me like this.
Prepare for insertion of ERCC-1 graft.
Steady.
He doesn't need that.
Where's that cyber arm prosthesis?
I love you.
Haven't you lost enough people today?
I'm sorry.
We're seconds away.
His body can take it.
Miraculous.
I think we got him, Doc.
Give him the info link.
Fine. Give me the telecom package.
That's very suspicious, wasn't it? Telecom package? What were they doing to my poor body? 6 months later. This is now the game starts. As I said before, the original, the start of this game up to this point was just kind of, once you've done it once, you don't want to ever do it again because it's boring. Is your boy? Oh. Now I'm a Cyberman. Yeah, so.
Adam, it's David. You in the building?
Just entered the lobby.
Sorry to pull you out of sick leave so soon, but we've got a situation. A break-in at our Milwaukee Junction factory. Meet me at the helipad.
I have to see Pritchard first. Something's wrong with my retinal enhancement.
Frank's on the 2nd floor in the tech lab. Make it quick. People's lives are at stake.
All right, mate. Jesus Christ. There we go. Now we've got weird, glitchy, fucked up retinal vision. Where we have a minimap. We have a health bar. The 2 green batteries at the top is your energy. And obviously your mission marker. You can't do anything. You can't go outside just yet. But let's do a quick save for prosperity. So yeah, so we got attacked by some kind of weird augmented military dudes who for some reason decided to murder everyone in the whole factory or building. And took Dr. Reed. Proper did a number on me, they didn't. They shot me in the fucking head and everything, and I still survived. That's oh, you know, I don't care. There we go, let's talk to this lady. Hello.
My God, Mr. Jensen, I didn't think you'd... Wow. I guess you're here about the break-in. Did you need directions or something?
It hasn't been that long, Cindy. I may not look the same, but my memory's pretty intact.
Oh, I didn't mean... I mean, of course, your memory's fine, sir. It's just that, well, things have been switched around a lot ever since the... Well,
Ever since the first attack?
Yes, sir. The lab floors were pretty much demolished. We're rebuilding them, but most of our researchers are working off-site now. Everyone else has been shuffled around, so if you need help finding someone...
We don't really need to know anyway.
Everyone's been moved around?
Almost everyone. Who were you looking for?
Thanks.
That's what I'm here for.
No.
Anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
I'll find my way.
If you say so. It's good to have you back, sir.
It's nice that she's chirpy. So, there's some things in this area that you can do. Like, pretty sure there's some people around here somewhere.
I know, but Jensen, isn't it a bit early to toss him back into the trenches?
I hear he's almost fully recovered.
His body accepted augmentations with remarkable ease, but that doesn't mean his mind did. We all know what happened when he was with SWAT.
The Mexican Town massacre wasn't his fault.
Then why was he kicked off the force? I'm just saying he's too much of a risk.
There we go. Let's confront these dickheads. What we say, mate?
Jensen, didn't hear you coming. You should probably be heading for the helipad, don't you think?
Confront him?
Care to repeat what you were saying about me to my face, Peterson?
Hey, listen. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just tense about the Milwaukee Junction situation. Everybody is.
And you think telling people that their chief of security isn't up to the job is a good way to make them feel better?
No, that's not what I... Look, Jensen, everybody here knows what happened to you 6 months ago. Normal people don't recover from augmentation surgery this fast.
I guess I'm not normal then.
Apparently not.
Glad we could clear that up. Oh, and for the record, I wasn't kicked off the force. I quit.
That's not what the papers said.
The papers lie.
You're a big giant twat, aren't you? So, there's something else you can do, and that is go into the girls' toilets.
I think it was too much of a risk. I mean, it's a miracle he didn't die in that operation.
It looks fine to me.
That's not the point. Those additional implants, the tracking system, and whatever else David put inside him, it was unnecessary. The body can only take so much when it's on life support.
Well, obviously, David felt that after the attacks, it was important to have the best possible security. Is someone there?
No.
Anyway, all I'm trying to point out is that this is just another example of David going too far.
You could be right. How do you think Jensen would react if he knew how close he came to death?
Hard to say. Anyway, we should get back to work.
Oh, they're just having a shit and talking about me. That's nice, isn't it? Can open the toilets, but there's bugger all in here. As I said earlier, there's things that you can pick up called pocket secretaries, and they're a pain in the arse to find. That's weird. It normally comes over the intercom that I shouldn't be going in a woman's toilets, but for some reason it's not propping. That's weird. I went into that toilet for fuck all, basically. So we need to head to Francis or Pritchard's office. So
Why is David keeping the SWAT team from going in right away?
we'll do that now because this guy's a massive bellend as well. Everyone in this game is just a giant twat. There we go. Right. So that's that scholar. I remember there was an achievement or a trophy that you had to. There's so many of these specific e-pads or e-books you have to pick up, and they're all fucking everywhere, and they are missable. So if you miss one, like at the start, I think there's some at the start of the game, maybe, or maybe this is the first. I can't remember. Not roughly can't remember off the top of my head. But if you miss one, you have to do it all over again. So don't keep track of how many you've got. Which is well, no, they do. If you go into one of these ebooks, you have to go for each of these just to make sure that you've not missed one. But like I said, if you can't really go back to some areas in this game. Like they're a one-time visit, and if you miss something in the area, then you've literally just messed up the whole the whole scholarship achievement, which is super annoying. So if like the end of the game and you accidentally miss one, it's back to the start all over again. Yay! But yeah, this is the only way to track what ebook you have. And there's a list on the net that tells you all of the book names. So you make sure you have the list, and make sure you don't miss one if you're really that inclined to get achievements. Because the scholarship and the not being detected were arguably difficult in this game, mainly because you can't keep track of if you there's no like in some stealth games there's stats and you can check how many times you're being detected and stuff. There is none in this game, so yeah, you have to make sure you don't get caught. Even if you think you've been caught, it's always best to reload. So you want to play it so that enemies don't even detect you. Like if they get orange alerted, I would reload just in case, because you don't want to take the chance of accidentally being caught or the game detecting you and not telling you, because that happens. I remember in the original game, it was give or take if you got detected. There's an area at the end of the game where it's just not impossible to get through without needing to reload, just because of how random the enemies are. But yeah, we'll not talk about that. We're not doing that. We are playing for fun. So yeah, if you're going for scholarship, make sure you have a list of the books and don't miss them, because if you do, then it's back to the start of the game for you, which is fun. There's quite a few Easter eggs in this game. If you have the commentary on in the director's cut, it does point to some of them. Like one of them is this here, which is so fucking random. Like obviously Final Fantasy, like what is it, 10, 15, 10, 20, 25, 6, 27. 27? Yeah, X is 10. 10 is 20. V is 5 and 2 is obviously 2. Yeah, wow. That's in the future. Which is characters got like swords on a feet here. Weird. Yeah, like all these like weird bikes. Shintaro.
Frank tells me he's still waiting for you, Adam. You don't have time to mess around. Get to the tech lab, or something seriously bad is gonna happen.
I think sometimes in this game as well, like if you wait too long, things happen. Like there's a credit chips. I thought that was a pocket secretary. Yeah, like I think for the next mission, if you take too long going to your helipad and stuff, the hostages die or something like that. It's very cool. The game just like makes it so you can't just wander around and do whatever you want. But I'm taking all of his shit because this guy's a prick.
About time. What happened? You get stuck in an air duct on the way over?
Nice to see you too, Francis. Something's wrong with my retinal display. Can you fix it?
If it's what I think it is, probably. Of course, it might seem. Looks like your left and right imaging processors weren't completely in sync. But don't worry, your Sentinel health implant will kick in soon, repairing any damage that might have caused. Your retinal display should be fine now. Its recognition software won't be picking up hostiles yet, but you should be seeing radar and targeting reticules. Biomedical data too, if you're in pain.
Right. We done here? Because Sarif is waiting for me at the helipad.
I know. Radicals have broken into our manufacturing plant and taken hostages. Maybe this time you'll actually save people.
Oh, dude. Well, I don't know who we're ignoring, but I'm confronting this dick.
If you got a problem with me, Pritchard, why don't you just say it and get it over with?
Why no, Jensen? I don't have a problem with you. If anything, I blame myself.
The mighty Pritchard blaming himself. That's gotta be a first.
I'm the one who told Sarif we needed a physical security team to protect us. If he'd read my report closely enough.
Wait a second. Are you saying it was your idea to hire me?
Not you, Jensen. I wanted Dynacore, Sharp Edge, or Bell Tower. All the top private security contractors were on my list, but Sarif wanted somebody in-house. And so did Dr. Reed.
I suggest you leave Megan out of this.
Why, Jensen? It's no secret how close the two of you were. And let's face it, you'd just been fired from SWAT for that massacre in Mexican Town. No one was about to hire you.
You really have to stop getting your news from those Picus blogs, Francis. They only confuse you.
The point is, if Sarif had listened to me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But Megan, God love her, always did have Sarif's ear.
Sarif's ear is going to be hearing a report about violence in the workplace if you keep this up. You really feel like continuing?
Point taken. Oh, and by the way, Jensen, I know you've gone through a lot of physical changes of late, but you didn't become a woman. Stay out of the ladies' restroom.
There it is. I knew somebody told you that you shouldn't be in a women's restroom. Francis. I mean, to be honest, if they did hire, like, Bell Tower or Dynacore or whatever the fuck it was, I don't think you'd stop against those mercs that we saw. I mean, they were pretty fucking cool. So, we've not got any orcs yet, have we? No, we don't get them until later. But yeah, these are your augments, which you can unlock every time you get a level up. An next practice kit's called. Every time, like when I get 4,650, I will get a practice kit, which then lets me upgrade one of these. So, the director's cut, one of the things it added is an extra battery bar. You see the two green bars at the top underneath my health? In the original one, you only got one. And that is basically, it's a bar that recharges over time. And in this one, it gives you two that recharge over time. You don't need two. Two makes things a bit too easy. Personally, I think that. The only good thing about the director's cut was they added the boss fights that were completely random in this game. They made them so you can actually stealth them and do other things. Like when we get to the first boss fight, I'll tell you what. You'll see what I mean. I'll explain as I'm going, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the boss fights in this game were outsourced by another company or something, and they were done by somebody else, outhouse. And they are the most jarring thing in this whole game. Like this game is, I would say it's like, put it this way, it's like if you've played Splinter Cell, it's like playing Splinter Cell and all of a sudden it's Sam Fisher versus a tank, you know? And here's a pistol, and that's your way of fighting a tank is a pistol. It's kind of what it completely throws away what type of game it is, and just it's fucking random. That's what the boss fights from this game were. They were. If you played this game completely stealth, you won't have any weapons, or you will. You will have I think you can get a tranq rifle and a stun gun, and you can get some like non-lethal grenades and stuff. But you go into like these boss fights. They are. Oh, I want to say something, but I can't. I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth, and yeah, and we'll continue. But yeah, I'll tell you when we get to the boss fight. So. But you'll see what I mean. If you played this game, you'll know what I'm talking about. So...
Adam, how close are you to the helipad?
Almost there.
Good. Because SWAT's about to turn this into a PR nightmare. Meet me in the chopper. I'll brief you as we go.
Jensen, nice surprise. Sarif is bringing in the big guns to handle the break-in, right?
That's for clicking the door, dude. Yeah, there's so much to explore in this game. There's a lot of miss, a lot of missed, there's a lot of stuff to miss. Can I jump off? Pocket secretary. So these pocket secretaries normally have like key codes and stuff like that, which then automatically let you open doors, which is pretty cool. I really want to get. Is there anything on that? I don't think there is. Hold on, let me just. You can sort of jump off ladders. Yeah. Can't move when you jump in. That's a bit. I thought there was something behind the box, but obviously there's not. So your health regens, as you can see. We shouldn't really need to worry too much about that because, like I said, we're going for the stealthy approach. I will knock out as many people as I can though, because that's more fun. Is to go around knocking everyone out, or knocking everyone but one. Like everyone but it's always funny to leave like one enemy left. Just because it's just like if this guy suddenly discovers all of his mates are unconscious. I always thought that would be it's quite funny to think that someone's going around wondering where the hell's all my friends gone? They've all disappeared. Yeah, let's do this. Talk to Farida.
Welcome back, Jensen. Didn't think we'd see you around here for a while yet.
You know how it goes, Malik. Duty calls.
Don't I know it? I was in my wingsuit halfway to the top of the Renaissance Center when I got the 911. But you? 6 months is a hell of a short time to come back from the dead. You sure you're ready for this?
I'm not gonna challenge her. I like Malik. She's a pretty cool character. So I'm gonna be a nice person.
Only one way to find out.
Roger that. The boss is already on board, arguing with the DPD's tactical response team. They've got the plant surrounded, but Mr. Sarif wants you to go in first. Are you all set here? Because the sooner we take off, the better it will be for everyone.
I'm ready.
Great. Then let's get airborne.
So every time you complete a level, you have those little pop-ups in the left and side. If you've not been caught, a certain pop-up will tell you that you've not been caught. That's like the only way to keep track if you've been caught by enemies or not. That's a badass looking VTOL. So, I think this is where we can decide if we're going silently or murdering our way through.
I told Farida to put us down on a roof. I don't want the crowd seeing you go in.
Fine. As long as she pulls you out the minute I'm gone. So what am I looking at here? Who are these guys?
Pro-human purists, or so they say. The same purists who've been firebombing limb clinics all over the country.
You buy that?
No, I don't think it's a coincidence they hit us today, only hours after we moved the Typhoon in for assembly line factory.
The Typhoon? Megan's team was testing it the day that bastard... Who's on point for these guys?
Adam. I know you and Megan were once...
Who is on point for these guys?
Goes by the name of Sanders. That's him, there. He's an augmented Adam, so he can't be one of the mercs who attacked us, but he did know exactly how to get inside our plant.
All right. So how do you want me to handle this?
First priority is the Typhoon. I'm keeping SWAT out until you've secured it. As far as rules of engagement go, I'll defer to you. Lethal or non-lethal?
I mean, I'll always go for non-lethal. Lethal is just... I don't know why I'd want lethal. It's non-lethal is... It's just that for me personally, this game is made for non-lethal. I mean, yeah, killing people is always fun on this game, but it's always fun to do it like face to face instead of with a gun. But yeah, I'm going non-lethal.
I'm not looking to start a firefight in there, just neutralize them.
Okay. But just make sure those bastards don't wake up and warn their friends. You remember what it's like in there? A lot of tight enclosed hallways. But the labs themselves are pretty open. High ceilings. So, do you want something you can use from a distance? Or up close?
I've never gone for distant weapons because the trank rifle, from what I remember, is garbage. So, give me the stun gun.
The closer the better, I think. That way I'll be sure they stay down.
You got it. The Typhoon should be in the factoring labs. But Pritchard will tell you more as you go in. I've got him running comms.
Terrific. Anything else?
Keep your eyes open for hostages. Free them if you can, but the Typhoon is your #1 priority. We developed it for the Alphabet agencies, and if we don't deliver it to them intact and still a secret, well, I'm sure you'll get the job done right.
Gentlemen, prepare for landing.
What a nice bloke. It's like, don't worry about the hostages, secure the Typhoon. Bye, Malik. So here we are. Our first mission. As for the first mission, it's always good to do a quick save.